welcome to Have Guitar. I hope you are doing great, as always. Today we're gonna have a look at a little thing called the Swollen Pickle from Way Huge, which is also part of Jim Dunlop in somehow. I don't know how really. Anyway, this is a fuzz. It's a silicone fuzz, so it's not a germanium one, but it's full of fatness and tone, you could say. You have a number of controls which allow you to make a lot of difference in your soundscape. You have loudness, which is like volume. You have sustain, which is pretty much gain, but you will get sustain with this pedal. You have the filter, which is like a tone control. You have the crunch switch, and that is something that toggles the intensity of the compression in the pedal. Then you have scoop, which will scoop out mid frequencies when engaged. I actually liked it when both switches are down. One thing that I do miss, or at least I think I do miss it, because I've never had a Swollen Pickle before. Or did I? On the old versions, both the first one and the second one, you can open up the case, and there you have a couple of controls that will affect how the crunch and the scoop affects your sound. Sounds like someone is sneaking around outside. Maybe they are, I don't know. Anyway, so also on the older pedals they had knobs that you could turn rather than just dip switches. And it feels like that was a way to, I don't know, make it more versatile, maybe? I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm going to stop talking now and let you listen to some sound examples, both with single coils and humbuckers. Just want to say I had some problems nailing the sound with my SM57 mic, but worst case I know what it should sound like, so I could always EQ it, but I will not EQ it to sound better. If I do any EQ, I will print that on screen just to let you know, and I will only EQ to make it sound more like it do when I'm playing around here. Maybe I will take some sound examples from the room mics as well, besides from the SM57. Or maybe mix them up. I will write that on screen somewhere, somehow, in time. Anyway, now let's just be quiet and play. This is the Marshall without the Swollen Pickle activated. It's the Ultra Gain channel. All controls are set for 12. Volume 12. And gain is just below 9 o'clock. Sounds like this. So now let's activate the Swollen Pickle, all controls set for 12 o'clock. With the crunch switch turned off, sounds like this. Now the scoop is off as well. Crunch is back on, but scoop still off. Sounds like this. is really fat, but I prefer both switches down, on, that is. Now let's go through the other controls a little bit. So here's a little comparison between low volume and high volume. Right now, 9 o'clock. So let's fool around a little bit with the tone control, or the filter as it's called, on the Swollen Pickle. this is the classic gain channel of the Marshall. Volume is set at just above 12 and gain just above 9, but it's still more a clean channel right now. You can have a listen for yourself. So, kind of bright. But let's see how the Swollen Pickle handles this channel. When I tried it previously, I thought it sounded better in the gain channel. But you never know. Let's have a listen. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's just try lower the volume a little bit. I had a treble on the guitar lowered just a little bit. Now it's back up. Let's see if it cleans up better on this channel. I don't know. A little bit up. I don't think so. Let's try some different settings on the clean channel just to give you a hint of how it sounds in the clean channel. So let's have some humbucker examples as well. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I was too lazy to turn off the pedal and now I am punished for that. But anyway, this is the same setting on the pedal that I was using in the classic gain channel with the Telecaster just before this sound example. this is the end of the video. A fat little pedal when it comes to the sound. It brings a lot to the table. Just compare the original sound that I had in the amp with very little gain to what happens when you engage this pedal. It happens a lot. I've also, I don't know, I've had a fascination for fuzz pedals for the last 2-3 years maybe. I never got them to sound really good. Then you listen to someone who's playing with I mean, one thing we should mention is that the fuzz will not make your sound nice. It will make your sound broken, sound like a broken speaker. I think that's the purpose of them, and that's the beauty of it as well, because I don't know, you almost need to struggle a little bit when you're playing with fuzz. But one of the things that I discovered by myself was that it actually works better in a tube amplifier than in the Kemper. In the Kemper I've never gotten it to even be fun playing, really. And before this, the best sound that I got out of a fuzz was when I ran it in the effects loop of my Boss Katana. I don't know why, but that was it. But now when I hooked up the fuzz to my Marshall, just blew me away. It's such a, I don't know, it's that broken, almost ugly sound that you need to wrestle to dominate. Maybe, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I just love it. Some people will hate it. I have hated it, but now I love it. So also one thing that I learned was that many of these pedals do not appreciate a buffer, as they said. And what they mean by a buffer is pedals in front or after the fuzz pedal, which can make it tricky if you run a large pedal board. So because I've got a lot of suggestions that I should run my fuzzes together with an overdrive in front or afterwards, and it has never sounded good, just noisy and ugly, and that was exactly what I did in the Marshall with the Swollen Pickle at first. I put up the, do I have it here? No, I don't, but I have the Green Rhino Way Huge overdrive, which I tried both in front and after, and it was like, that doesn't sound really nice at all. And then I heard that with the buffer thing, don't do it. Alright, so I won't. And when I got rid of the OD, that's when the fun came in. So, I mean, and it's different for different fuzz pedals. All fuzz pedals sound very different. I'm gonna do a review of the Full Tone 69 up there, which I got today, by the way, or yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And it sounds totally different from what this pedal sounds like, but the 69 is also a Germanium diode fuzz. Did I even say that right? I don't know. Who cares? You know what I mean, if you know what I'm talking about. This is a fun little pedal. I shouldn't say little, but it is. It's shrunk because they were bigger before. Anyway, lots of tonal options with the filters. As I've said, I'm sorry that they removed those internal controls on this one, because I'm pretty sure you had lots more option with those. Also when you could turn the scoop and the crunch controls and set that for yourself. I have tried to find a reason to why they changed this. I'm sure there is a reason, but I don't know why. Anyway, a nice little pedal that I would heartily recommend if you're looking for a good fuzz and you want a silicone fuzz, not a germanium fuzz then. Very nice. Very nice. It looks kind of cool as well, I think. Not extremely cool, but cool enough to not be ashamed of when it's on your pedal board. Hope you liked it. Hope you had some use for it. The Swollen Pickle Jumbo Fuzz Mark III. Recommended by Have Guitar. It's not paid endorsement. I don't get any money for doing this. But if you want to endorse me, just contact me. There is a new video out every Thursday. To all of you who do subscribe, new and old subscribers, thanks a lot for that support. So nice of you. Extremely nice. Thank you. Until I see you next time, stay clean, healthy, and play really hard. Okay? Goodbye.